territorial disputes between nations, religious and ideological conflict, poverty and starvation, environmental decline, and climate change. There are countless issues that humankind must resolve before a peaceful world can be realized. North Korea's nuclear tests and missile development are also threatening the security of Northeast Asia and the Korean Peninsula. The international order that has been maintained by the great powers of the world will eventually reach a breaking point. There is an urgent need for an international consultative body of peace that will function above the role of the UN, which only advocates for the interests of its member states. On February 15, 2016, 150 parliamentarians representing 41 nations gathered at the National Assembly Hall of the Republic of Korea, where they signed a resolution to form the International Association of Parliamentarians for Peace.
And whereas the UN headquarters offices in New York, Geneva, Vienna, and Nairobi, there is no such office in Asia, even though we are living increasingly in an Asia-Pacific age. I believe the UN office on the Korean Peninsula, perhaps in the DMZ, will support both Koreas and would go a long way towards establishing peace on this peninsula and towards peace in Northeast Asia.
Following this initial gathering, inaugural ceremonies have been held on each continent at the request of political figures around the world. The resolution signed by parliamentarians and politicians from around the world became the starting point of peace, which culminated into the proposal for a global launch of the IAPP in each continent as a peace initiative.
I hope that IAPP, as a global network of parliamentarians, will contribute to making bridges of trust among their nations. Japan could and should be a noble facilitator of the shared vision of world peace.
The political center of the world, Washington, D.C. U.S. congressmen and women and politicians representing nations from all over the world gathered at the U.S. Capitol to launch the International Association of Parliamentarians for Peace.
And these kind of conferences are furthering and strengthening relationship, and this is what I think is very important here, and also to share ideas. I heard ideas from many people, not from the Middle East, about what we should do with the Middle East. So the exchange of ideas.
And the issues that are being discussed here are issues that affect all those countries, because these are issues that need to be addressed, and for the issues that lend itself to tension, they need to be resolved peacefully.
The leaders welcomed the launch of the International Association of Parliamentarians for Peace with a tremendous round of applause.
세계에서 오신 의원님들은 책임이 막중합니다. 여러분들이 중요합니다.
2017, the year of new hope, marks the beginning of the realization of the dream of a peaceful world. It is the start of a new peace initiative that will tear down the walls that separate people, including the North Korean border, and resolve conflicts between nations. Just as humankind continues to challenge new possibilities, we must advance toward a unified homeland and work ceaselessly until the day when our cries for peace will echo around the globe, painting a picture of a peaceful world.